happy All Saints Day. Hey, how you doing? I'm driving home after a week, and as predicted last night for Halloween, this car's kind of sticking out. We bought all that candy, and we only had 2 batches of trick-or-treaters, like 2 visits, 2 knocks on the door. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to maybe not eat all the candy this week, but keep it for Christmas. That'll work. And today is the actual holiday, the actual religious holiday, feast day of all the saints. And I didn't realize that it was actually moved from the middle of May to the beginning of November to closely match the pagan holiday of Samhain. Some people call it Samhain. I probably mispronounced it, butchered it really bad. It was a Celtic holiday, and the Celts were throughout Western Europe and England and Scotland and Ireland. And so the Catholics, the Catholics, in order to compete with the pagan beliefs, moved the Feast of All Saints, but only like in the 600s AD. Say only like, that was like many years ago, but yeah. So, and many Americans are not familiar with this, but all over the world, this is the actual holiday. And, I got to do this in the Philippines. I have videos from that time when we visited the Philippines in around the end of October, beginning of November. And Halloween isn't like you go out and you go trick-or-treating, wear masks, things like that. For the most part, Halloween is just getting ready for the day. And then on All Saints Day, it's a lot of going to church and vigils and remembering the saints, and then going to the cemetery and visiting people in the cemetery that your family members who have passed on and things like that. And then tomorrow is the Feast of All Souls, which is for your family members, and it's a time for families to get together, and it's incredible. You go into these cemeteries and it's just nothing but people everywhere, and there's a lot of candles being burned, a lot of little shrines, lots of food. Some people actually picnic in the cemeteries, but for the most part, I think people eat at home with the family members. It's like a big family reunion, and then they bring the food into the cemetery as an offering, and then they bring it back home and eat it because the dead can't eat. But it's essentially, it's trying to remember your relatives, your loved ones, and include them in to your daily life, so you don't just easily forget them and move on. And it's a time to just, I think that's what the bringing the food as an offering is symbolizes, is the time when you were alive. You could have that loved one at the table with you and share family meals, and because family meals are very important. It's when the news of the day is discussed, and ideas, and it's a time you can get together. And so that's the idea of it, I think, and it's very, very moving actually. And in the United States, we kind of just do the eve of Halloween, which is All Hallows Eve, and then we don't do the big ceremony or anything for these saints or the souls, and so it's kind of like it sort of lost touch with meaning, and it's kind of become an adult holiday of mischief and ghoulishness and gory whatever, which is fine. It's fun, but I would like to have the combination of the Halloween and then the 2 days of feasting and make it into a national holiday here in the United States. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna. It's getting into that yucky, wintry weather where it's kind of cold all the time, and fall is transitioning over into winter, and so now I'm gonna go home and gather the doggies, maybe go have some coffee. I'm thinking Emily's and Downbeat, and then we'll go for a little walk, because I need to exercise after all that candy. Anyways,